Hi you guys, it's Tonya Gibbs and welcome to my channel for day 3 of the hashtag Love Summer Art Venture here on YouTube. If you're unfamiliar with this project, this is where a group of artists have gotten together to bring you an art festival. To access all of the wonderful content out there, type in hashtag Love Summer Art in the YouTube search bar at the top. Today I am going to be creating a mixed media card for you, super simple and could easily be duplicated with any sentiment that you like. I'm going to begin with a piece of manila cardstock that is cut at 4 inches by 5¼ inches, and I'm going to use my Faber-Castell Design Memory Craft Gelatos today. The first color that I laid down was a snow cone, and now I'm coming back with the Aqua Dolce, and I'm going to use a baby wipe to blend those two colors together. By using two colors, I'm creating highlights and shadows all at the same time. Once the pigment has been blended really well, I may come back with the snow cone to just add a few more added shadows. Again, using the baby wipe to blend the color. Now for the sandy area of my beach, I'm going to start out with the butterscotch gelato and rotating my baby wipe around so that I don't contaminate the blue in with the brown. I'm going to continue to blend that out. If you use a circular motion when you're blending, it tends to do a little better. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of pigment there to my board and use the baby wipe to pick the pigment up. So there's two different ways that you can add the pigment to your project. Also note that this background paper has not been pre-prepped. So this is directly applying it to the cardstock. But be very careful, because as the cardstock becomes more and more moist, you will pull up or bead up some of the fibers in the cardstock and expose them. I'm okay with that because this is a beach and things are irregular on a beach. So to give my water some texture, I've decided to add some of Faber-Castell Design Memory Crafts Glass Bead Glitter Gel. This is a gel that goes on white, and as it dries, it will dry completely clear, but it will have micro beads and glitter in the gel. So it also helps to seal off your gelatos so that they do not smear. I'm only applying this to the water, and I'm adding it to as a really thick element. Now I do want to set that to the side and allow it to dry. Try not to use your heat gun with this because it will blister the gel medium. This is the dye from Diversions Dyes. It's called Flowering Flip Flops, and I spritzed it with a little bit of Lindy Stamp Gang. This is the Blazing Sun Glitz Spritz. It has no color or pigment. It only has shimmer, and it has a gold shimmer. I die cut the flip-flops out of one of my prints from my jelly plate that we've been doing all month long, so this is a fun way to use up those jelly prints. And now I'm adding a string of sequins to this with hot glue. Now, be very careful because the glue is hot, and the sequins are mylar, so they will burn your fingers if you're not careful. So I've decided to use this quick stick from Silhouette to help me kind of poke those down and get them into position. These are daisies that I bought in bulk from Prima a long time ago, and I'm going to use those as just a little decoration over the top of my flip-flops. And then I'm going to pull out a rhinestone and add that to the center of the little daisies. And my rhinestone that I picked out was a hot pink color to match my flip-flops. Super fun, and what a fantastic summery card to give someone. You could definitely do this in bulk and have some really nice birthday cards or thank you cards, or even good luck with your vacation kind of card. Now my gel medium has dried on my card base, and I'm coming back with Faber-Castell's Design Memory Crafts Whip Spackle. And I'm using a palette knife to just add pieces of that around where the shoreline would be on the beach. And you can really see the glitter from the gel medium at the top. It's so luscious. I just absolutely love this technique. This is going to give a lot of depth to my card without giving it a lot of bulk. So I'm going to continue out to build my waves throughout the water. And when you're at the ocean, notice that waves don't go completely all the way across. They sort of come in at an angle, and then as they fall over, they create these big gaps between it and the next wave. So you want to duplicate that with your whip spackle. Again, put this to the side and allow it to dry completely before beginning with the next step, because the whip spackle will also blister. For the inside of my card, I've just cut another piece of paper at the same dimension. These are the same, it's the same cardstock that's on the cover. And then I'm using my We Are Memory Keepers crocodile corner rounder to do the 1/4 inch corner round. And I'm going to keep the inside of this card really simple. The base of my card is a piece of basil textured cardstock in the peacock color, and it was cut to be an A2 card size, and I am folding it down. So the dimensions for the cardstock is going to be folded, it will be 5.5 by 4.25. So for the front of my card, everything is completely dry now, and I'm going to take some foam adhesive and add it to the back of my little card panel there, peeling back all of those little strips, and then I'm going to add it straight to the front of my card. Also notice that I used the corner rounder on the front panel as well, but you do want to make sure that everything is completely dry before you try to adhere it to your card, or you will smush down the peaks that you were so careful to make with the whip spackle. So as you can see, my flip-flops look so pretty there on the front of my card. I have gone to my computer and printed out a sentiment, and this says "Life is better in flip-flops." Just use the fonts on your computer to create something interesting, and then I cut it into a fishtail banner. If you want a list of the fonts that I use, they're over on my blog and a blog post, so go check that out. Now I'm applying some quick dry adhesive into the bulky areas of the die cut. Another idea for this would be to also mount this particular die directly onto a piece of cardstock and fussy cut around the flip-flops, and then that would give it more of a solid backing, but I prefer the look of the holes through my flip-flops because you can see all of the work I did on the beach. Now, to be an over adhesive person like I am, all you have to do is blot that adhesive down on a piece of paper or a nonstick surface and lift it back up. Then everything that would have smushed out on your card is now smushing out on something else. Look at all this luscious glitter here in the close-up photos. You can really see the shine from the Lindy Stamp Gang, and I love the interesting pattern on my flip-flops from just using my jelly prints. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Here's my finished card. Again, go check out my blog post for the photos as well as a list of supplies that were used today. Don't forget to hashtag following Tonya Gibbs if you happen to create one of these cards, and share it in your social media. Also, I want to give a giant thank you to all of my new subscribers who have found me through this hashtag Love Summer Art Venture. It is so awesome to see you commenting and to get the positive feedback that I've been getting. It's awesome, and I cannot wait to get to know you guys better. So thank you for that, and I hope you continue to play along with the hashtag Love Summer Art and discover some new artists. I know I have, and it's been a lot of fun. So as always, thank you for hanging out with me. Go check out that blog post, and if you've enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up, leave me a little comment, and share it with a friend.